Angelika dela Cruz shines in Hanggang Makita Kang Muli, a portrait of a mother's pain and resilience. Hanggang Makita Kang Muli tells the story of Ana, a young girl kidnapped at an early age and raised in isolation by a disturbed woman, deprived of human interaction and language. After years of captivity, Ana escapes and is taken in by compassionate people who try to help her adjust to the outside world. Central to the narrative is the tireless search of her real mother, Evelyn, who refuses to give up hope despite years of heartbreak, all while trying to keep her marriage to Larry Medrano from collapsing under the weight of grief. When Hanggang Makita Kang Muli premiered on GMA Network in 2016, audiences were drawn to its unique premise. The story of a young woman raised in isolation, unable to speak, and her struggle to rejoin society. But beyond the intrigue of the plot, one performance stood out for its emotional depth and quiet power. Angelika dela Cruz as Evelyn Esguerra Medrano. Angelika portrayed Evelyn, a respected psychiatrist, a faithful wife to Larry, and a devoted mother whose seemingly perfect life is shattered when her daughter disappears. From the very first scenes, she established Evelyn as a woman of grace and intelligence, but with an underlying fragility that hinted at the storm brewing within. It was a role that required balance, a wife striving to keep her marriage steady, a mother in deep pain, and a professional dedicated to helping others while secretly drowning in her own grief. Evelyn's story was not just about maternal love, but also about the strain that tragedy inflicts on a marriage. As months turned into years without finding their daughter, cracks began to form between Evelyn and Larry. Angelika delivered these moments with subtle intensity. The quiet moments filled with unspoken resentment, the arguments where grief turned into blame, and the occasional breakdowns when Evelyn felt she was fighting alone. In her portrayal, the audience saw a wife torn between holding her family together and confronting the possibility that her marriage might not survive their shared loss. In moments of quiet reflection, her eyes conveyed a mother's longing, subtle but piercing. In scenes with her on-screen husband, she showed the mix of tenderness and frustration that comes when love is tested by tragedy. In heated confrontations, her voice carried both authority and raw emotion, making viewers feel the weight of Evelyn's struggles not just as a parent, but as a partner. Social media buzzed with praise for how Angelika infused authenticity into the role. Fans noted how she avoided melodrama for melodrama's sake, instead grounding Evelyn in real, human emotions. She didn't just play a mother in distress, she became one, and that distinction made her performance resonate. Hanggang Makita Kang Muli featured an impressive cast led by Bea Binene, Derrick Monasterio, and Raymart Santiago. But Angelika's portrayal gave the series its emotional anchor. Whether sharing tender scenes with her on-screen daughter, confronting her husband in moments of marital tension, or engaging in intense exchanges with other characters, she commanded attention without overshadowing her co-stars. Her scenes were often a masterclass in emotional control. When Evelyn's hope flickered, Angelika allowed a single tear to roll. No unnecessary theatrics, just truth. When the character's protective instincts kicked in, her posture, tone, and gaze shifted instantly, showing the instinctive strength of a wife fighting for her marriage and a mother desperate to protect her child. By the time Hanggang Makita Kang Muli aired, Angelika was already known as one of Philippine television's most versatile actresses. From her breakout roles in drama classics of the late 90s to her comedic turns in lighter fare, she had proven her ability to transition seamlessly between genres. As Evelyn, she reminded audiences of her skill in portraying deep, layered drama, while still allowing moments of warmth to shine through. The role also reaffirmed her staying power in the industry. While many actors fade after decades in show business, Angelika continues to deliver memorable performances that connect with viewers, a testament to both her talent and her dedication to her craft. Years after the series concluded, fans still recall Evelyn Medrano as one of Angelika dela Cruz's most heartfelt portrayals. It was a role that didn't rely on flashy twists or exaggerated acting to leave a mark. Instead, it was grounded in emotional honesty. For many viewers, Evelyn's journey mirrored the reality of love, loss, and resilience, both as a mother and as a wife whose marriage was pushed to its limits. In Hanggang Makita Kang Muli, Angelika dela Cruz didn't just play a woman searching for her child. She embodied a wife and mother whose love refused to be broken. And in doing so, she reminded audiences why she remains one of the most respected actresses in Philippine television.